Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty. Two things before we start. Well, three things. One, upgrades. I'm going to buy the Stim Pack and Combat Shield upgrade for the Marines. Make the Marines more bulky and give them the really awesome Stim Pack ability. That is going to dovetail into the next thing, which is we're going to do Dead Man's Port.
We still need to access the adjutant we retrieved from Tarsonis. Our old mercenary associate, Colonel Orlin, is an expert in Confederate code decryption. If our intel's right, he should still be based at the Merkhaven at Dead Man's Port. He's not very trustworthy, but he's our best bet of breaking that encryption.
We're going to do Dead Man's Port. I've already done this once. The recording screwed up, so that wasn't very fun. This is a pretty straightforward mission, everything considered. You'll see how it plays out. We get 3 Protoss, 120,000 credits. We also get the Vulture unit. We're on the Vulture unit when we're actually in the mission. It's like I said, it's a fast skirmish unit. It has the Spider Mine ability. We'll get into those. It only attacks ground units. It's just a really fast scout.
Dead Man's Port. It's risky just waiting here with all these mercenaries around. Colonel Orlin's sure taking his time decrypting that adjutant for us.
Yeah, I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Incoming transmission.
James, Orlan decrypted your adjutant, but he's planning to sell it to the Dominion. Must have been something exciting in there. He wants me to keep you off his back until they arrive.
That's nice, Mira. But why are you telling me all this?
Because I like you and Matthew better than him, of course. Match Orlan's offer, and I will help you take him out instead. He's paying in minerals, so I'll give you the same deal.
Done. Always a pleasure, Mira.
Don't take too long now. If Orlan comes up with the goods first, I will have to side with him. Oh, and say hello to Matthew for me. Ask him why he never calls.
It's gonna be hard to get minerals down there. We'll have to find salvage if we're gonna hire Mira before Orlin does. You think she'll help Orlin, sir?
She's a mercenary. She'll help whoever pays the most.
She's a mercenary, but did you see it was Mira Han, alias Mira Horner? That's Matt's last name. Remember we heard about that poker game? If I would have known what I would have won, I wouldn't have played in the hand. Well, guess what Matt won. I just love that. Why does he never call? I love she calls him Matthew, not Matt. Matthew. Why does he never call? No, I'm not here. But Jimmy, being a good friend. Yeah, like that friend, not here. Okay, he's not here. Alright. And I said 3 things, so one more thing. If during this episode you hear door open and things like that.
Alright, boys. We got a deal with Mira Han. Now let's get to work and get that adjutant back.
As you can see, our Marines look different. They have that combat shield. The third thing is if you hear a door open or something from the outside, the time of this recording, fiance, when this goes up, the wedding may have happened. Fiance / wife. Fiance right now, when this goes up, maybe wife. Night of Skylark, you may have seen some co-op stuff, will be coming in. She's getting lunch for us, but since I'm having to redo this, take the time. So if you hear that, don't worry about it. That's what that sound. It'll be the door opening and stuff. Mirahan's mercenaries are offering their services to Raynor for the right price. When you've reached the contract price in minerals, you'll automatically hire them. Hey, real life happens, right? Alright, let's get started. We're going to try to stop Orlin from getting minerals by hitting his command centers on the 3 sides. We'll make a few more SCVs.
Pirates have been stripping down ships here for years. It should be pretty easy to collect enough scrap to pay Mira off.
Roger that.
Now, by getting scrap, you get minerals. There will also be pallets, you can see them right here, of gas, like we've seen in other missions.
Add-on complete.
Now, do not neglect to buy units.
Who wants some? In the rear with the gear. Ah! You scared me!
See, there she is. Like I was
Been waiting on you.
like I was gonna say. But I really wanted to get this one done because I have to re-record it anyway. So might as well.
So,
To have people that are watching the Starcraft episode.
Woo!
SCV ready.
Pardon my lack of enthusiasm, it is hot outside.
By the numbers, boys.
Alright, now you can see the minerals here. I'm just making a few medics, and then we're gonna go stop at least one of these bases.
Give me orders.
Now, the contract price is 6,000.
Incoming
There is
transmission.
plenty of
I
things.
left a little present out here for you and Matthew. I never got to give it to him last time you boys were here.
Damn, Jimmy. Those vulture bikes.
Good eye, Titus. We can use them to lay mines around our base to hold off Orlan.
We're going to do just that. Spider mines
Dig it.
can be dropped by vultures. First, we do have our third tier of upgrades for the armory and engineering base, so that's good. Spider mines are cloaked. Whenever a unit gets nearby, they'll pop out and run and explode on the unit. Every vulture gets 3, so 3 and you're done. There's no way for vultures to get more spider mines, at least for now. Vultures are hover bikes armed with fragmentation grenades. They're good against light units like Marines, and they can deploy spider mines. They can be built from the factory. Right here. They take only 75 minerals, so they are cheap.
I read you.
They have 75 HP. They do 25 versus light. That's where they shine. Other than that,
Armed and ready.
Those shredders are constantly producing scrap we can salvage. We should check this area again later.
Outstanding.
other than that, that's about all they do. They're good versus light. Other than that, they're only doing 10 damage, and they don't have a lot of HP. Personally, I'm not the biggest Vulture fan. I'd rather have Marines and Medics. But they are fast and they will help you get around. So we'll get rid of those.
Additional supply depots required.
Gotcha. Yep.
Even though you may not want to, you're gonna spend some minerals here. You can move to another place.
That's fine.
Let's get the Protoss relics. We need to grab those.
Yes, sir. Roger
After
that.
yours runs out, the main way you're going to be getting minerals is by getting the scrap
Of course.
and SCVs.
I'm on it. Keep your shirt SCV ready. Sure. Outstanding. We'll
So
do.
we just run around grabbing scrap.
Gangway. Show me.
Bless you. On another side note, if you haven't seen us co-op something, you should go watch Secret of Mana or
That's
Kirby Star Allies. We had a lot of fun with Kirby Star Allies. That was a lot of fun. This mission's really straightforward. There's not a lot to go over. You're just running around getting scrap as quickly as possible.
Sure thing.
Really, your starting units
Sure.
will cut it. You may want to make a few more Marines,
Standing.
but you can use just the starting vultures to help get through some Marines. Other than that, Marines and medics can carry the day.
We could use some help here. You want a piece of me, boy?
Base is under attack.
What's going on? In the rear with the gear.
Here, Warpigs.
You hear me?
There's the spider mines. I didn't place them quite far enough ahead.
The doctor is in.
Yeah, you gonna give me orders?
That's my
Where
fault.
does it hurt?
By the number. Who wants some? Aye, aye.
And we might go south. Let's wait for another medic.
The doctor is in. Need some triage?
This better be good. Armed and ready. Been waiting on you. I'm on it.
And finding the Protoss relics.
We could use some help here. You gonna give me orders? Sure thing.
And the upgrades go for them, for the War Pigs as well. The Marine upgrades, by the way.
Of course.
So they have 10 more health and have stim pack,
Why not?
which is really good. There's one.
By the numbers, boys. Go, go, go! Armed and ready. This better be good. I feel it.
Let's see if we can find the last relic.
Aye, aye, sir.
Go this way.
Who wants some? Orders received. Been waiting on you. You got it. Got it. This better be good. We could use some help here.
There it is.
Anyway, coming through. You gonna give me orders? Can't wait. Looking forward to
I
it.
just saw it. Where was it?
By the
Right there.
numbers.
I was like, which group had it?
Sparky.
All right, Mira. We both know you're ripping me off, but I'm gonna hire you anyway.
My forces are yours, Jim. I'm so glad I got to side with you and Matthew.
The way she says Matthew.
Scheming little. I'll show you what happens to double-dealing backstabbers.
If you pay up first, you get access to Mirahan's units. As you see, she has a full base set up, ready to go.
Base is under attack.
Been waiting on you.
Not enough minerals.
We could use some help here. By the numbers, boys.
Now, just because you finished paying off Mira doesn't mean you can't go get more scrap.
Gangway, coming through.
Because you can, and get more
Sure
get more
thing.
minerals.
Who wants some? Can't wait. This better be good. Will do.
Mineral field depleted.
And that is the pretty much this mission. Now you go and hit Orlan's fortress. Now he does have a big base,
Go, go, go!
but you have access to Mira's units,
Mineral
plus
field
a
depleted.
fully functioning base. Buy upgrades, build vehicle weapons.
Got a whole lot of
And the things she starts with are upgraded. They're the mercenaries. They're Spartan units. They're siege breakers. They're amber securities. And you have a base with lots of minerals. So if you think your force isn't big enough,
Gonna give me orders?
don't worry. Go and
Of course.
make a force.
Can't wait.
You now have way more minerals at your disposal. You know, we could bring our own mercenaries here. Make more siege breakers.
What's the plan? SCV ready.
Plus our forces here.
Been waiting on you. This better be good.
We'll take these and we'll go swing. On higher difficulties, you will want to make a bigger force,
Get me out of here.
just to be on the safe side.
SCV ready.
Oh, you can't see that. Wow, that's annoying.
Excellent. On the move.
There we go.
My pleasure. Of course.
No problem.
SCV ready. I like it.
This isn't to say that Orlin doesn't have a few nasty tricks waiting for us, because he does.
Mineral field depleted.
Armed and ready. Who wants some? You gonna give me orders?
Need some triage?
SCV ready.
All the medics. I want.
What's on your mind? Go on.
Mineral field depleted.
Go ahead. Yes, sir. It's all me.
You all come down here.
you. What's our target? At the ready.
Where does it hurt?
Now we just need to give the siege tank some sight lines.
What's the plan? Excellent. My pleasure. I like it.
Now Orlin does have some siege tanks of his own.
Got a little present headed your way.
Of course. Victory.
And that little present is a nuke, so
Upgrade complete.
I'm waiting. Go ahead.
so make sure you're out of range
Upgrade
of that.
complete.
Not devious.
Alright, with that gone, we can now continue our assault.
Mineral field depleted.
Excellent. I like it.
That's about all the nasty tricks he has. He does have one more about a unit we don't have yet, but we'll get more into that when we have the unit at our disposal.
Victory is ours.
Other than that, he just kind of has a standard base. Just have missile turrets, but
Not devious.
the big things you got to worry about are siege tanks and
I like it.
him just having the high ground here. There's the unit. This one dies down. That needs to go away.
My pleasure. On the move. I like
And
it.
he will make more units, so do take out production facilities.
Not devious. Excellent.
But as you can see, there's not much to threaten you once you have Mira's base. Again, on hard, you'll want to make a few more units to have a stronger push. You could use whatever you have at your disposal. Siege tanks, Goliaths.
Victory is ours.
He does have the planetary fortress
I'm waiting.
upgrade, so you know that it's going to be firing at you.
My pleasure.
And that's that. Very straightforward.
All right, I surrender. Just take your damn adjutant already.
I ought to do the universe a favor and put you down. It's too bad I might need to hire you someday. Mira, do me a favor. Keep him on ice.
You got it, Raynor. I will keep the snake safe and sound for you. I will even do it for free.
She'll even do it for free. Ah, a minute faster than the first time I did it. Cool. 120,000 credits. Complete all mission objectives. Kill 25 total units with spider mines. To do that, you'll just make more vultures and lay down more spider mines. Have them, have Orlin come after you, either during the mission or after you've paid off Mira. And don't train additional SCVs before purchasing Han's contract on Cutthroat. I kind of showed you how to do that anyway. You just use the 5 SCVs you start with and run around and grab as many of the salvageable scrap as you can. Again, all in all, a very straightforward mission. It's fun to play. It's just this race to get more minerals than Orlin to get to the 6,000 first. And then after that, you have Mira's full base at your disposal. At that point, you kind of won. Even though Orlin has a few special units and has that nuke. Just take a large enough force.
Sir, the decrypted adjutant is back in the lab and ready to go.
Well, old girl, we dug you up on Tarsonis. Were you online during the Zerg attack? Do you remember anything about Arcturus Mengs being involved?
Mengs, Arcturus, ex-Confederate officer, civilian prospector, founder and leader of the Sons of Korhal terrorist group. Status, criminal. Accessing intercepted transmission 0081 to 0086 Alpha.
This is Duke. The emitters are secured and online.
Who authorized the use of psi emitters?
I did, Lieutenant.
What? The Confederates on Antigua were bad enough, but now you're gonna use the Zerg against an entire planet? This is insane!
She's right, man. Think this through.
I have thought it through. Believe me. You all have your orders. Carry them out. I will not be stopped. Not by you, or the Confederates, or the Protoss, or anyone. I will rule this sector, or see it burnt to ashes around me.
Holy... I can't believe it. We can nail Mengs to the wall with this.
And that is from Starcraft 1. Funny enough, they took those same clips. But now we have proof of what really happened. How Minx rose to power. And it's all here on an official adjutant. So like Jim said, we can nail him with this. But that we'll have to wait until next time. We don't have enough research. I'll go over the Vulture Armory upgrades as well then. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. A very straightforward mission. I said the first time I did it in 15 minutes. So it's not like, oh, you knew what you were doing and you sped it up really fast. No, it's just that straightforward of a mission. Once you pay off Mira's contract, that force is just about strong enough to go take on the base by itself. You just have to watch out for the siege tank and the nuke that he throws down. So just retreat back for the nuke, charge forward, take out the few siege tanks, and then hit the base as hard as you can. You can use the force as well, like I had the war pigs. You use the force that you had to run around gathering scrap as well. As for vultures, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of them. They're cheap and good against light units. So they're really good against weak units. If you're thinking about multiplayer, they're good in the early game. Now you do have to build a factory, but once then you could crank out some vultures, really cheap, run around, go look at things. I think people would probably prefer Reapers. They can get around easier, even though Reapers do cost a little bit of Vespene gas. If you like the vultures, their upgrades will help them. But they're good against light units. That's it. They're fast and good against light units. That's their strong points. So just keep that in mind if you want to use them. until the next episode, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.